Hello and welcome! Let's just dive right in, shall we? Today we are going to tackle one of the most common and, let's be honest, one of the most dreaded questions in any job interview. It's that one question that can make your heart just pound out of your chest. But trust me, by the end of this, you're going to see it as your single greatest opportunity to absolutely nail it.
There it is. The big one. The killer question. This is often that moment where a fantastic interview can just suddenly grind to a halt. You've answered everything perfectly, you're building a great rapport, and then this question lands, and your mind just goes completely blank. But don't you worry, that's exactly what we're here to fix today.
So here's our game plan. We're going to start with the common mistakes people make. Then we'll pull back the curtain on what the interviewer is really asking. After that, I'm going to walk you through a super simple two-step framework to build your answer, show you some winning examples, and then wrap it all up with a checklist to help you ace your next interview.
Okay, so before we can even think about building the perfect answer, it is so crucial to understand the traps that so many people fall into. Let's start by looking at the mistakes most people make, and more importantly, why they just don't work.
Did any of these sound a little familiar? Yeah, these are the kinds of answers that just fall completely flat. And the reason is actually really simple. Every single one of them is about what you want. I need a job. It's good for my career. Look, the interviewer already knows that. These answers just don't have any passion, and they don't tell them a single thing about what you can do for them.
Right, so you gotta understand, this question is a bit of a test. The words themselves are simple, sure, but the meaning behind them is so much deeper. It's time to decode what they are truly asking you.
This is it. This is the first and, honestly, the most critical mind shift you have to make. We're all conditioned to think about what we want from a job. The salary, the title, the career path. But in that interview, and especially for this question, none of that matters to them.
And there it is. That's the aha moment. The second you reframe the question from their perspective, everything changes. They have a problem, a gap on their team, a project that needs doing, and they are sitting there looking for the best possible solution.
So here's the bottom line. When they ask, "Why should I hire you?" what they're really saying is, "Prove it to me. Prove that you get what my needs are and show me exactly how you are the perfect person to solve them." They're looking for a return on their investment, and that investment is you.
All right, so now that we know the real question, how in the world do we build the perfect answer? We're going to use a really simple but incredibly powerful two-step framework. I want you to think of it like this. You are the product, and that interviewer, they're the customer. It's a two-part process. First, we're going to take inventory of all the features and benefits of our product, which is you, of course. Then, we're going to craft a short, powerful sales pitch that presents that product as the ideal solution for this specific customer.
Let's start with your inventory. This is your homework. Seriously, before your next interview, grab the job description and literally pull out their key requirements. Then, right next to each one, you're going to list a specific skill, experience, or achievement of yours that directly matches it. See how this works? You're building a direct bridge between what they need and what you offer.
Okay, so you've got your inventory all mapped out. You've connected the dots. Now for step 2, turning those boring bullet points into a compelling story, what we're calling your sales pitch.
Now listen, your pitch is not your life story. It's a powerful summary, and you've got to keep it under 2 minutes that hits on your top 2 or 3 qualifications and connects them right back to what the company needs. And hey, don't forget to include those unique personal traits like your high energy or your super collaborative work style. That stuff matters.
Theory is great and all, but let's see what this actually looks like in practice. We're gonna walk through a few examples now for candidates at different stages of their careers. We'll look at entry level, an experienced pro, and someone going for a leadership role.
First up, let's talk about the entry-level candidate. This is someone who might not have a long, fancy resume full of professional experience. So how do they make their case?
For an entry-level candidate, your inventory isn't just about past jobs. You've got to pull from all parts of your life. Think about your coursework, your volunteer work, academic projects you nailed. These are all places where you can show off valuable skills like leadership, problem solving, and a killer work ethic.
So, let's hear how that inventory comes together in a great pitch. You could say something like this. While I may have minimal professional experience, my coursework in marketing gave me a strong foundation in digital analytics. I also led a fundraising project where I coordinated a team of 5, and my ability to learn quickly and my enthusiasm for this industry mean I can start contributing from day 1. You see how that works? It acknowledges a potential weakness, the lack of experience, but it immediately pivots to provable strengths and genuine enthusiasm. It's brilliant.
Okay, next up, let's look at someone with a few years under their belt. For an experienced professional, the key here is to really focus on quantifiable results and proven value. It's all about the proof.
Here's a fantastic example for an experienced pro. With my 7 years of experience working with financial databases, I have a proven track record of saving companies money by streamlining systems. My high energy and quick learning style enable me to hit the ground running, and I have the ability to stay focused in stressful situations. I know I would be a great addition to your team. Man, that answers the whole package. It's got specific experience, a tangible result, saving money, and those great personal traits. It's confident, it's compelling, it's perfect.
And finally, let's think about a candidate who's applying for a management or a leadership role. The focus here totally shifts from individual tasks to that bigger picture strategic impact.
For a leadership role, you've got to aim higher. Check this out. You're looking for a leader who can not only manage the sales department but also drive growth. In my previous role, I grew my team's sales by 20% in 1 year by implementing a new training program and streamlining our book distribution channels. My management principles and strategic vision align perfectly with your goals, and I am confident I can deliver similar results here. I mean, wow, this answer shows a deep understanding of the role's real purpose. It's about growth, not just managing, and it backs it up with a hard number and explains exactly how they did it.
So there we have it. We've deconstructed the question, we've built a framework, and we've seen it in action. Let's bring this all home with your final action plan to make sure you walk into that interview completely ready to win.
If you take only one single thing away from all of this, please let it be this. You are not just a candidate asking for a job. You are the solution to their problem. Walk into that room with that mindset, and I promise you, your entire presence will change.
And here is your final checklist. Remember, this isn't about memorizing a script. It's about building a confident, authentic story that is uniquely yours. Customize it for every single interview, keep it brief and powerful. Practice it out loud until it feels totally natural. Now go build your pitch, deliver it with conviction, and show them you're the solution they've been waiting for. Thanks for joining me, and be sure to check out our other videos to help you ace that interview.
Hi, let's talk about one of the trickiest interview questions out there. Why should I hire you? When you hear this question, remember, it's not really about you. It's about what you can do for them. The interviewer wants to know how you'll make their life easier, how you'll fit in with their team, and how your skills can help the company succeed. Here's the secret. Treat this like your personal sales pitch. You're the product, and the interviewer is the customer. To prepare, start by reading the job description carefully and make a quick list of what they're looking for. Maybe it's organization, teamwork, leadership, or technical skills. Then, next to each one, write down an example of how you've already demonstrated that skill in your past work, school, or volunteer experience. Now, craft your answer around 3 parts. First, show that you understand the role. Mention 1 or 2 of the company's goals or priorities. Second, connect your skills and achievements directly to those needs. And third, wrap it up with confidence by summarizing how you add value. For example, you could say, with my background in customer service and problem solving, I've learned how to stay calm under pressure and create great experiences for clients. I know how important strong communication and reliability are in this role, and I'm confident I can contribute to your team from day one. That's focused, genuine, and easy to remember. You're not bragging. You're showing how you're the solution to what they need. So, next time you're asked, why should I hire you? Smile, stay confident, and share your story with energy and clarity. You've worked hard to get here. Now let that shine through. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time for more tips right here on Ace the Job Interview. Take care, and good luck on your next interview.